So I watch a lot of different creatives on YouTube. I find this really encouraging and inspiring, watching what others do and how they do it. But in the past, it has definitely made me feel inadequate. There's so many things that make me feel inadequate. It's not just watching YouTube. If I've just finished a piece of work, if it's not better than the last piece of work that I've done, then I feel like I'm not improving or that I'm not good enough to be doing this line of work, blah, blah, blah. When jobs aren't coming through as fast as I had hoped, again, I can't help but think my work's just not good enough. I can get all the likes that I want on social media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, I can get all the likes. But if the jobs aren't coming in, I feel inadequate. Also, and this used to be a huge one for me, when I saw all the gear that people had, especially on YouTube, with all the reviews and everything that you see on YouTube, when I saw all that gear, I thought, firstly, if I had that, then my work would be better and the jobs would flow. But also it just made me feel a bit like I was lacking in something, which is ridiculous because it's just gear. Okay, so what have I done to process this? What have I done to combat this feeling of inadequacy? I think firstly, I just saw the bigger picture. I was able to take a step back and think about why and how I got into this. I was able to realize how much of a blessing it is to be in this line of work and how unique it is and a privilege it is to be in a line of work that you love. And I also realized how much I love the fact that there's so much more to learn. There's so many more ways I can develop my craft, I can develop my business. There's no end to it. There's no point that I'll get to that I'll be able to just coast. I love the fact that I will always be able to learn more. I'll always be able to improve. My work will always get better. And that's such a blessing and a privilege, and I just need to realize that and take a step back every so often. And comparing myself to others in a negative way really dampens that. It takes away from that mindset. Also, remember that it takes a long time to build a business. You don't just pick up a camera and say you're a photographer or videographer and then the jobs just flow in. Be patient with it. Be patient as it builds. Be patient as you learn and build. I think there's something really important about looking at the small successes as you go along. Like, I got up this morning, I had breakfast, I did some editing, I got through some emails, made some videos. After this, I'll have still more time to do more work. That's succeeding. You know, that is a productive day and that's good, and I need to celebrate that at the end of the day. So even just looking at one day, I can see things progressing. I can see work getting done. And if I reflect on that, that brings a certain amount of joy. That brings a certain amount of hope for the business going forward. I think this should be obvious, and it's been mentioned in so many different YouTube videos by so many different people. Unless we don't just listen but actually take it on board and reflect on it, it's not going to make a difference how many times we hear it. It's so dangerous to compare ourselves to others in a negative way. If you're watching somebody on YouTube, or you see a movie made by somebody, or if you see somebody's work and get jealous over that, or if you envy that, or if it puts you down, if you put yourself down by seeing that work, then you need to take a step back, because you have no reason to expect to be at that place, to be at the place of somebody who's been in their craft, who's been developing their craft and learning for so much more time than you. We so often just see a finished product and think that we can just step into that, but it takes time. They've been developing that for years. So every so often you actually might need to just do something in order to protect yourself. You might need to take some time off YouTube. You might need to stop scrolling through Instagram and looking at other people's work and just start creating. And the last thing I would say is just ensure you have balance. Balance your work and your life. Don't make it all about your work. I would definitely emphasize prioritizing relationships. Build and develop the relationships around you as well as developing your business. They need to go hand in hand. Relationships are so important. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It makes a big difference, and I'll see you tomorrow.